CarHavn. I want to talk to you about some issues in an improvement of sorts that Audi made to the generation 3 of the V6 supercharged engine. This is a great engine, 6-cylinder, supercharged. Timing chains probably need to be done at about 130, 140 some cases, unless you maintain it really well with 5,000 mile oil intervals. But in any case, the issue that we are seeing at about 80, 90, 100,000 miles is that the supercharger now has a clutch. This clutch was put in place per the literature and training to improve fuel economy, but just like any clutch, it's a magnetic clutch. But like any clutch is subject to wear, right? So we're seeing them like give out at about 90, like I said, 80 to 100,000 miles. You've seen videos on the internet of people trying to do it themselves. We do not recommend that. It has to be done professionally, and then they do it themselves or fail. They fail and it's a mess. There's a couple of things that have to be considered when you do this job. We're going to show you how to what a couple of tricks and tips for this job are, and then we'll show you how we do it here at CarHavn. All right, let's go. Okay, so we are in the next part of this replacement of the magnetic clutch. We have the supercharger out, and we have the intake here is also visible. Great time to replace a number of different things that are breaking here, like the PCV valve, the separator, some seals. There's a beautiful kit that they sell with all the components that you would want to replace now that the supercharger and the intake are out. This is the supercharger, as you can see in here. And this is a part that we are looking at. That's the magnetic clutch, the old one. And there's the brand new one in there. So we're gonna put it back in there, and then there's some adjustments that we have to do with the computer. If you don't do that, then you're gonna ruin the clutch. So that has to be done very, very carefully. Okay, so now we have all the work under the intake manifold and supercharger done. PCV valve was replaced. An oil filter cooling seal was done also. I was extremely uncomfortable down in the back. And now we have the magnetic clutch into the supercharger also. What's really, really important is to energize the clutch before you put it in place, because if you don't, you're going to ruin it, number one. And number two, the reason for that is that the bolts don't adjust completely unless you energize it. When you energize it, the clutch the plate comes in and allows you the bolts to actually go all the way in there. So that's a step that a lot of people miss, and they can ruin a very expensive part. Okay, now we have the supercharger clutch installed and configured. Road testing it. It would not go past 2,000 RPM before without snapping, so back to full power.